Yeah, we're moving on to Torghast now. So here we go. Torghast Progression.
Yeah, Torghast Progression. A number of players in the past couple months on beta have raised concerns about what seemed like excessively lengthy introductory quest lines in Torghast, which at their worst could feel like 5 or 6 successive tutorials that had to be completed before players could access the real feature. In a coming build, likely next week, we're restructuring the way Torghast is unlocked, such that players can gain full access to the main wings of the tower after completing just a single introductory run that also grants access to the Runecarver. The remaining quests to locate and rescue Jaina and Thrall will be incorporated into a larger quest line that spans the 6 main Torghast cell blocks. That's hard to read. Spans the 6 main Torghast cell blocks, rewards legendary crafting materials, and eventually unlocks the Twisting Corridors section at its conclusion. Speaking of Twisting Corridors, as we finalize tuning, Twisting Corridors should come into its own as the challenge mode wing of Torghast, offering 18 floor runs at a higher level of difficulty than the rest of Torghast, with cosmetic rewards for clearing certain thresholds.
Okay, so
yeah. Did you do any of the unlocking already?
No,
see how that
but
worked?
no, I just watched a few videos on it, and I think what the main complaint was is again not from our circle, because our circle is like, if there's something to unlock, we unlock it and we're done, right? Like we don't care much about how you unlock something. It's how long does it take and can we get it done. But there was a lot of people who were complaining that the way that you unlocked Torghast and the way that you got through Torghast was through stages that all had to be completed one after another before you could start actually running Torghast. And apparently Blizzard didn't want that. It took too long, and now they're changing it so that you can start actually doing things in Torghast, start gaining, start making things towards your legendaries and things like that without having to complete all of them. But they're still keeping all of it in there so that you can complete it if you want. Again, just another, like, some people don't like it, some people do like it. We're gonna let you choose, or we're just gonna meet in the middle. It's one of those type of things. I didn't really understand the whole part about the challenge modes offering 18 floors that run higher. Like I thought that's what. So it's like there's normal Torghast where you get your legendaries, and then there's challenge mode where you get cosmetics. Is that like how they're separating it?
Yeah.
Then and it only goes up to 18 floors.
Apparently,
Doesn't seem very challenging.
That was gonna be endless. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Maybe it just starts you out. It scales harder. Or, I don't know. We'll have to see how the challenge mode things work, because this is kind of a new idea. But the whole point of this change that they're doing is, like, you got a fresh alt. Let's say you already did everything, and now you got a fresh alt, and it's like, all right, I want to go into Torghast. I already know how Torghast works. Let me get into Torghast. Let me get my legendary dust. Let me do what I gotta do. Unlock the layers, whatever, however it's gonna work. But before you can do that, you have to do this like introductory unlocking quest line that makes you do Torghast runs, but you don't get any reward for them. You have to do it like 4, 5, 6 runs of where you get nothing, and then it's like, okay, now you can do real Torghast. And it's like, but I just did real Torghast like 6 times, man, and I had to do it 6 times on my other character, and on my next character I had to do it 6 times again. So basically, they got rid of that. It's just like, do one introductory run probably, where it's just like, this is what Torghast is, even though you already know. Just do one intro for like the storyline basically, and then you're good. Then like Torghast is open, you can start getting your dust a lot faster. So hey, that's good. We're good.
Yeah, what I've just realized, like, I need to start doing more Torghast, because I've been so focused on what class I'm gonna play and stuff that I need to jump back in there. Like, I need to figure out like how these legendaries and all that's working out in Torghast, because at the beginning I was having a blast doing it, and I kind of just, because of all the shit that we have to get done with raid guides, class spec overviews and stuff, kind of just been nailing those out, and haven't been really having too much fun in Torghast. So maybe I'll do that this week and finish that off. But yeah, I'm actually excited for the fact that they're again making it a little bit more alt friendly, and it from the way that it reads, it's even more main friendly. It's just like when you're in Torghast, you're starting to gain shit, and I think that's
Right.
cool.
True. Yeah, it's nice.
All
Something
right.
something like I feel like part of the reason why we haven't really done like we did Torghast at the beginning and we were like, holy shit, this is awesome. You know, like this is just fun, just fun. Like there's almost no reason for me to be in here, to like keep coming here and just keep blasting away. Like it's just fun to be in here.
Yeah.
But I feel like the reason why we kind of don't do it so much, is because like ultimately it's the islands of Shadowlands. Torghast is the same. It's the same like idea as islands. You just do it to progress. You have to do it to progress this thing. It's supposed to be fun. Islands were fun the first time, and then nothing. This is like Torghast is supposed to be fun. You have to do it, but it's gonna like continue to be fun like every time you go in there. Like it's not going to be like a chore. You know, you're going to go into Torghast and you'll be like, "Oh shit, I actually like Torghast, you know? I'm cool. I'm fine with going into Torghast, you know?"
Yeah. So
But
it's that good.
ultimately, but it's like it's fun, but ultimately I'd rather be doing other stuff, which like makes it sound bad, but it's like and a lot of people, I bet people are going to live in Torghast. Like they're
For
going to
sure.
do
Yeah.
they're going to do every single challenge mode on every single spec. They're going to treat it like the Mage Tower probably, which that might be freaking, that might be awesome. Like doing the challenge mode stuff, treating it like the Mage Tower, bro. That might be sick.
Yeah, but again, with the Mage Tower, if you had to do it again, you would do it. You know, if for especially the people who like the tanking one, like you would do that again, and you would maybe do it a third time and kill it a third time. But then you're like, well, if I'm not getting any rewards from it, I mean, the reason why I play the game is, you know, PvE, PvP, Mythic Plus, raiding, arenas, battle. Like that's the reason why you play the game. So the fact that it's extremely fun that you and then you that's how you progress your character is awesome. But I get what you're saying where if there was no reward, you're going to do it until the novelty runs out and then you're going to stop doing Torghast. But the fact that it's fun and we have to keep doing it because we're going to get cosmetics, and even if it's just a little bit, even if it's, you know, titles, cosmetics, things like that, like people will run it for that. And then I know several people who are going to get everything out of Torghast because it's it's so much fun and you get such cool shit out of it, even if it's not your legendaries. The fact that you get your legendaries is fucking awesome too. But yeah, so I think Torghast is going to be a blast. But that's probably the reason why I haven't you know thought about jumping back in, is because, you know, right now I'm getting more out of figuring out what class I want to play.
Yeah, and we already know we're going to be doing a billion Torghasts, so it's like
For sure.
it's already fun. That box is checked. That shit's fun. Please don't ruin it. Torghast is good to go. I'll see you when it comes out. You know?
Yeah, exactly.